Welcome to the video. My name is Agent Double Sonic. You already saw the title. You already know what we're going to do. We are going to do our first digital painting. And I decided to do something so iconic. But first and foremost, Josh, brother lady, thank you so much for making this a reality and a possibility for this monumental tool. I have released the behind the scenes where I do the unboxing and I explain everything that I have for my iPad in the card right here. But for now, let's go ahead and start on this video. I'm going to do a really quick time lapse of me drawing it, and then I'm going to spend the next 10 minutes explaining what I'm doing. So I decided to draw the one who knocks. I decided to do a painting of the one, the only Heisenberg. Yes, Heisenberg. Thanks so much for watching. Peace, love, and hot sauce. Until next time. Kidding, guys. I'm definitely painting Figment from Disney's Epcot. Well, he's from Journey into Imagination with Figment. It is my second favorite ride, right after Living with the Land. Fight me. It is a greenhouse. You can sit on a boat and you can go from there. Sorry, I'm going on a tangent. This is Procreate. That's the program I'm using. I will have to double check and I'll put it on screen now how many drawings I did before this. I ended up learning how to pull a picture reference. I learned how to get right here where you're seeing right now the palette from image. I learned how to pull that and get all of the colors that are in this image, so that way you can go one for one and it's going to be exactly what you need on this painting. But just like all my drawings, I decided to do a rough draft. I ended up doing a very rough sketch. So I wanted to get the bulk parts, so I ended up drawing the circles for his head, the general area proportions for his neck, his arms, his hands, so on and so forth. But the cool thing about this, and this is going to save me so much time, is that you can make multiple layers. So I end up going from the top down. I end up working on Figment's head, his mouth, his eyes, his smile, and his horns. So I wanted to get the details in there, kind of like a fill in the blank, if you will. I finished up the rough sketch of the base of Figment. So I did his torso. I got his arms and his hands done for the most part. And for the base layer of him, of his face and everything, of his skin, I used the dark purple. Sorry for the lighting. I don't know what happened here. We won't stay on this lighting too long. Dark shadow areas like his eyes and everything from the reference image, I used that. And I wanted to give it like a whimsical, which is why it looks all chalky. That's just what I like to see this painting done as. For the highlights, I used the lighter pink, almost like a pale, yeah, pretty much pale. And then I used a pink for the colors. His horn and his tail, or not tail, his wing, I used a orange. And then I went in with yellows to give it that accent. And then his eyes, same thing. There we go, much better lighting. As you can see, I'm going in, filling in the areas, and just filling in. This has been phenomenal. Being able to go in and zoom in, get his nostrils and everything like that, filling in the smaller areas, just scrabbling them in, has been honestly completely different than what I thought it would be. For the background, I went to another layer and then I put Figment on top of that layer. I did like a transitional layer, going from like a dark green to like a lighter green. And then I worked on the finer details like his eyes, the outline of his nose, the mouth, adding just a little bit darker. And then on the first layer where I had all my rough sketches, I went in and I cleared those out. Much better lighting. Sorry about that. It was just time to fill in the blanks. So I went back in, looking on the reference image, and I wanted to make sure everything looked right. Now, some of the challenges I did face, this was much more different than a traditional pen and paper, pencil and paper. And for me personally, it was just going from something that was so textural to something that was so smooth to, well, a pencil. that does it all. There's no, how can I say this without sounding wrong in a sense? I'm going to keep working on Figment. I'm just going to be fine-tuning some areas. But the biggest challenge for myself with digital art is that there's just something about the translation from a traditional sketchpad to a tablet screen. I don't know what it is. Maybe because it's smooth, it's glossy, and it's not the exact pencil or pen or paintbrush or anything that's like the physical tool. It's an all-in-one. Like, this pencil is emulating a chalky pencil, pen, marker, paintbrush, texture a lot. And not only that, but you don't have to, I don't say put too much effort into it. Granted, you know, it takes a lot of effort to make something beautiful, but you can adjust the opacity, you can adjust the brightness, you can adjust the darkness of that same color without having to worry about mixing things. And this is pressure sensitive. They did a very phenomenal job on this tool and this app. Like, wow. I see why it gets the praise that it does, because it truly is something else. But that's just my personal thing. For my first painting, I want to say it wasn't too bad. I really did enjoy it. I am going to keep working on my digital painting skills. I am going to keep working on learning the various ins and outs of this iPad. Not only because I have it now, but because I am paying for it, and I am going to get my money's worth. That being said, peace, love, and hot sauce. Thank you so much for watching. And if there's anything you'd like to see me draw or do anything like that, let me know, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.